Good afternoon, good evening, good Sunday, I guess. How's it going? Hey Charles, hey Tech, hey Blake. Welcome on in. We're just gonna have a really chill evening, I think, this evening with Spyro 3. I'm not perfectly healthy still, but I'm trying to hold it together because I have a very long day at work tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But we're picking up with Year of the Dragon, if I can find the right button here, and we can go from there. Tech, good job today on stream with the getting a bootable disc. I also enjoyed your SSD holder. That was kind of cool. Hi, Nate. Nate, I have two very small updates, and I don't even know if they qualify as updates. So there's a command. It's set BLE tokens. Set BLE tokens has a data packet, which, if you look at it, is a marker of like 1, 2 to start, and then it has a length variable, and then it has what appears to be a number of tokens, number of 8-byte tokens. Yeah, number of 8-byte. They're not 8-bit. They're 8-byte. Number of 8-byte tokens that come after it. And they get stored to, presumably, to the magic band. Now, where that's intriguing is a few things. One, the phone does not seem to send them every time it connects. It seems like it knows if well, I actually don't know. I don't know what causes it to want to send that command. What I do know is that it doesn't always send the same number of tokens. I did find a sample where it sent like 176 bytes worth of tokens, and one example where it sent 56 bytes of tokens. So I wasn't sure how to interpret that. But my best guess is that it's sending a bunch of different 8-byte tokens, and they can all be used. Like for multiple connections, that kind of thing. And then they're stored and kept. You bought even more debugging tools? Nice. Did you buy a dev kit by chance? Because I just about bought one of those today. I don't even know what I'm doing in this level. Have I already beaten this level? 400 out of 400. Yeah, why am I here? I was like, there are no gems. I'm not finding anything. Scenic route. Hey, Fourth. Thanks for coming tomorrow, by the way. Appreciate it. Always good to have more hands. Yeah, the scenic route, exactly. What tools did you buy, Nate? But, okay, so, yeah, so those tokens get set, and what I found out was that if you set those tokens to pretty much anything, it gets mad. And by mad, I mean it stops listening to all other commands. So those tokens are definitely being validated against the other fields somehow. Which led me down a whole nother route. And I started researching, because I'm not 100% convinced that this is custom to Disney. I think this is custom to the Alexa Gadget stuff, and I just can't find enough documentation on it. Which is really frustrating. Because the part that I don't have the documentation for is the Echo side of the equation. At last, my poor... And supposedly all of that's open source on GitHub, but I couldn't find any of the gadget code there. So I don't know. I'm starting to get discouraged again. Because somehow, so one of two, I'm ending up in one of two places, and I have another test to run. One is that it might be possible to set the same encryption tokens between multiple magic bands and just handle it that way. I have not run that test yet. That is on my list of to-dos.
Rhinox are running rampant around here.
But, I don't know where else I was going with that. I did not get a chance to look at the logic analyzer stuff, although that probably would have helped a little bit. But I've definitely... I don't know. I gotta run a few more tests to see if I can just impersonate. But, Pogo Pin contact setup, okay. Cool. Fourth, what have you been up to lately? Any cool projects besides the house? Or is the cool project the house? I suppose I can ask you all this tomorrow when I see you. House is the cool project. Just got some tables and chairs and a mini fridge for free that you need to clean. Okay. That's the right way to live. Frugally. I'm not a pro at it, but it's the right way.
Be sure to keep your friend Sparks the Dragon.
Am I almost dead? Oh no, I'm okay. Do-do-do. That was a fast level, or at least felt fast. What else is in here? Lots of eggs that we completely walked past or something, I don't know. So gotta get a bird. Oh, there's a key down there, though. I feel like that chest was all the way back at the beginning, though. Do-do-do. It's really kind of lame that that these Alexa gadget things, though, are no longer a thing. I was also trying to figure out if I could Bluetooth sniff from an Alexa, and while they have been able to be rooted or whatever, so you can do all that, it looked like it was going to be a lot of work to be able to hear the transactions from the Alexa, but yeah, that's that'd be cool. It's a good feature. I would appreciate it. I'd say things like, "Thank you for the Prime sub." Let's see. Where would these eggs be? They might all be behind the penguin door. Oh, Moneybags is right there, though. Let's go there.
Spyro,
Weird.
just in time. I saw 2 egg thieves run through this door. Well, actually, they paid me to guard their hideout, but that's irrelevant.
Constantly have to give this guy money.
Are you the dragon looking for all those eggs?
Now there's a runner in this one. Interesting looking rock. Let's just ram it. Okay, easy enough. See, what I'm wondering, and I don't know that, like, I'm at the point where I don't know that any more debug data is gonna get us what we need. Like, it's the sorting algorithm, or it's the encoding algorithm, I should say. I mean, maybe there'll be tidbits. It might get us more on the broadcast side of it. I honestly haven't looked on that side at all. Like some of the stuff you were looking for, but why do I feel like I'm doing this wrong? Am I gaining any distance? Should I be cutting a corner somewhere? That didn't work. Can you jump on rocks? Maybe. I feel like there's a boost that I'm maybe missing. Do. Okay, let's look around a little bit. See what we can find. That was the entryway. Because normally, like, whenever there's one of these paths, they have, like, a boost thingy. Like, maybe that's what this is supposed to be? Probably not. Although that's how you would break it. Oh, maybe it's way over here. as we look around. So, I don't have a ton of experience with this, but this is the other thing I was thinking. What are the odds that if I ordered the dev kit for this chip, that the firmware we have could be loaded onto it? It's probably 0, right? Yeah, I feel like I gained some distance there. Every time I fall, I lose distance. Maybe it's just smart racetrack sense. So if I path this right, I do seem to gain ground. Right here. There we go. I was just being bad.
Aye, there goes another one. He was really fast.
Oh, see, now the supercharger's coming out. Oh, that worked. Question is, would it work with the other peripherals? You'd have to get the LED controller connected and the BMS. I mean, I don't need it to work flawlessly. I need it to get me access to the console and show me what's going wrong with the Bluetooth. I mean, we are, for all practical purposes, I think the only thing we don't understand is this BLE token stuff. I think that is the only thing holding us up. Only thing we don't understand from controlling the device, I should say. Now, I think once we have that token, then there's a whole bunch of other stuff like getting the animagic packets right, getting the reading the gesture data right. All of that will also need to happen. But until we have the encryption stuff where we can actually send whatever we want, I don't know, we're all held up. Like, there's not a whole lot you can do if you can't communicate properly. Now, we can communicate with one. Maybe that's enough, but I want to be able to make messages and know that whatever I send is not getting hung up on something silly. Like, I want to know that the error isn't coming from... I want to know the error is coming from what I'm doing, not from something before what I did, if that makes sense. I.e. the encryption. So, I don't know. It's... oh, excuse me. It's tough. Reverse engineering is rarely easy. But I'll keep reading Alexa Gadget documentation as I find it. And hopefully I stumble into whatever it is we're missing. But it'd be cool if there was like a Echo emulator for PC. I mean, it is just Droid. It's running on Droid. So maybe there is. Maybe somebody has figured out how to turn their computer into a Echo, and then it can do everything. I am kind of surprised, though, that I feel like there'd be a lot more... Still don't understand is how they broadcast to all bands in the area for a show with consecutive updates, because I haven't gotten anything close to replicating a full show. What part are you not able to replicate? And I'm also going to say I'm not sure you can fully replicate it, but without
While I was
more
gone,
hardware.
my friends borrowed the Rhinox submarine. That
Like you can't get it to send more than one message per minute type thing? I mean, how are you getting all these commands tested then? Like, are you literally only doing one a minute? Something very Mario 64 about these water levels.
if you want a quick summary of your progress and
It's hard to describe. Would it be fair to say that you're trying to lower the error rate? Like that's the problem? The error rate's too high? You're missing too, like, you'll miss things that you shouldn't miss if you do it sequentially, you'll... that kind of thing? Boing. That didn't work out. This one we have unlocked.
Oh, hi, Spyro. Some of my...
No worries. I can send a message that lasts 1 minute, and I can usually update that color animation for the first couple of seconds, usually under 15 seconds. But then, after that, it has a timeout where I have no control over it, and I have to wait until the 60-second timeout. 30 on the old firmware. It's up before I can make it do something different. Interesting. So, what happens if you keep resending... If you keep resending the code? Does it keep that 15-second window open?
Hi, Sheila. The Rhinox have built...
I was injured. Do.
Ready to try stomping the turret? Yippee! Oh,
Stomping the turrets? Oh, I understand what I gotta do. Once the 60 seconds is up, it'll start the animation over again, assuming it's still broadcasting, and I can update it within the first couple of seconds again. But you can't... Have you tried sending the animation code and then sending that CO7 code? Yeah, that one. Like, continuously sending... I'm trying to think if there's a way to keep it... I don't know that I've ever noticed that issue, but maybe that's what's been happening. Because I was coming at it from a different angle when I was playing around with it. I wasn't trying to send to the Magic Band. I was trying to send to the dresses, and the dresses played by my rules, not Disney's rules.
wow! I can't believe I survived. Our beach is yours.
Doesn't look like there's much else to do here. I suppose we could try talking to him again.
Our beach is your. Stay and get a tan if you.
I think that was a joke. Stay and get a tan. Maybe not. So I'm just trying to think what codes... I mean, presumably, either Disney puts it in a different mode when one of these shows occur, in which case they'd have to be doing it the entire show because people walk up to the show randomly, right? So they can't just do it at the beginning of the show. They've got to do it for the entire show. Or... or they're sending a code to keep it alive that whole time.
You can hover.
I mean, we could take a quick look at the You take a look at the raw codes. And it might be that CC03 code. Is that where I came from? I don't know. Getting lost.
The Rhinox have boarded up a lot of our doors.
That's nice. Sure I don't miss anything here. Do. I mean, that would be... yeah, that'd be an interesting way to do it. And if you're gonna do that, there was one other thing I was gonna mention. I had a theory. Have you tried alternating E1 and E2? That theory had nothing to do with what you were talking about now, but now that I'm thinking about it, that was actually one of the reasons why I thought Disney might be bouncing between those codes, was to indicate alternating messages. Kind of like a modified sequence number. Wait, can I swim in this? I can. I mean, pick 2 codes and try sending them every 5 seconds. I think that would be pretty definitive, wouldn't it? And if they work reliably. I am not this bad at video games. What is going on? Still missed him. Are you pumping it out over the shell, the console? Like sending the codes using the serial interface?
My plan worked.
Ah,
Oh,
fair enough.
I forgot to tell you. One of the
I mean, I tested now, but I didn't bring any of my Magic Band stuff down from where I was working on it earlier today. We could look at the... I don't know if I really should get all the recordings that I have off of the laptop that they're on and get them with all the rest of my recordings. Because I have... One of the things about those recordings is I constantly make them whenever I go to the park, and then I come home right away, and it's midnight because I was at the, there till park close, and I have to dump it real quick so it's ready to go for the next morning. So I dump it, don't organize it, and then it's on a laptop that I only ever use when I'm in Disney. And I never take the time to get it off. But will you get out of my way? Yeah, I don't know what the guy was warning me about. Oh, it's got mines.
You'll have to defeat every single Rhinoc in the tunnel before...
No misses. I'm not sure about is definitely catching the start of the show. What do you mean by that? Like, you think there might be codes at the very beginning of a show that I don't have documented? That might be putting it... And again, I'll come back to, if that is happening, then anybody that wasn't standing there right at the start of the show would have a problem. And that isn't a problem. You can show up and walk up on the show at any time.
Good fluid dynamic characteristics. From now on, all of our submarines will be egg-shaped.
The sinking thing is a little bit more intriguing. But yeah, if you can't get it out of that lockout, that would be a bigger problem. There's definitely not a lockout while they're there. Them failing to hear a message, that happens. That happens quite a bit, actually. But not, I don't think it's due to the lockout. Like, I have video, and it's funny because the ESP32's antenna/receiver that I use is a little bit better than the Magic Bands. And so, one of the things that I did quite a bit is I would record the Magic Band and my daughter's dress at the same time, and it was rather hilarious how often the dress would pick up a signal that the Magic Band would not. And most of the time, if the dress didn't do something, it was because it wasn't programmed to handle that signal. But the Magic Band's not supposed to be as responsive necessarily. Like, the dress is on a tight loop. It doesn't have all the other Alexa stuff to worry about. But
Let's head on over to the...
did we just unlock our first world?
The balloon's all ready, sir. Just
Let's go find another world. I just about sent my parents to go get a Magic Band today. Another one. Disney released another limited... if I'm not careful, I'm gonna start collecting limited edition Magic Bands, and I really don't want to do that.
I'm only going to ask you one more time. Why haven't you disposed of that infernal
But
dragon?
this one...
I've tried to scare him off, Your Highness.
Oops.
afraid of anything.
Not afraid?
Put it on a different screen here.
Afraid? Why have I been training you all these years? Use some magic! Here's a spell book. Whip up a monster and eliminate him!
Kill him?
I don't care what you do, you useless brat, as long as you get rid of him.
Okay, let's see what we got here. This ought to do it.
You can't keep me caged up in here forever. You there, get me out of here. This is unacceptable.
You, come here.
Oh my.
She's got some power. She's gonna turn out to be a good guy, though.
What the devil?
This magic band, I thought looked pretty cool with Sorcerer Mickey on it. It's another limited edition, way too expensive magic band, but given that I just bought a Star Wars one, I think I'm gonna have to pass on it. You haven't been able to replicate the light effect, or you haven't been able to replicate the entirety of the show? And if it was a code you didn't have, or an animation you saw that you don't know what it was, you should let me know, because I probably could pinpoint down to the second what code it was. Because there are very few codes that... This is the Babam fight all over again. Babam from... I need a sheep, though. Wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna die. Sheep! Sheep! Run along the outside. Not fast enough. Sheep! Ouch. Did I not send you my player? My Windows player? But yes, having a way to automate that makes your life easier if you're trying to emulate a show. Ah, you're not a Windows guy? That does make it a little harder. I could probably do the same thing with my iPhone and get you a copy of that at some point. It's on my to-do list. Not necessarily the player, but... Ow. Not this again. Okay, can I not jump over that and dive in on him? I thought I could, but... Yeah, I might be able to test the E1, E2 theory then really quick for you at some point. I don't have any magic bands down here right now, otherwise I'd say let's do it right now, but... Or the C7 theory. Gosh, I'm not that bad. There's a target on that one. I'm just now noticing. Oh, is this costing me lives too? It is, isn't it? Ow. We need more sheep, Star Fox. Sheep! Ow. These are some fast sheep. I gotta stop trying to get him right away. Ah! And now I'm dead. Interesting. Definitely can't let him ram me. Can I burn him? Nope. It's my butterfly. Really? My own guy got me? There's one guy left. I'm gonna lose on an early fight. Two guys. Really? Really? I feel like if I hit one of those targets, that maybe he'll die faster, but I really don't know. I don't seem to have that talent. What? I hit him. So maybe don't run at him with the flames at all. Maybe that's just the right answer to that question. Stay away from the flames. We've learned our lesson. Fire hot. And despite being, you know... Okay, that's like the furthest we've gotten so far. I'll take it. Probably means he's going to do something else sneaky here to beat me. Gonna jump, flame, wait just a second. Yep. Is that enough? Not enough. One more. Hopefully. Let's get that sheep. I think we did it. I think we did it. Unless he's going to get supercharged, and this is suddenly going to be a much harder fight. Okay, no, we're okay. Yay! We survived. We didn't get a game over. Miracles occur. While the game is loading, I will see if I have any Wireshark recordings on this computer. I don't know if I do. They're all... Although they should be on this computer. I don't have a ton... Hat and dress files. Where are you? There. Show1.pcat maybe? Oh, yeah, there's a few of those. Where they do weird things, especially if you get, like, portions of them wrong. It's an E90B. Yeah, plus you're up in the animation codes, I think. Although that's, yeah, E90B. Yeah, E90B, E90C, all those up there get all sorts of fun things. I'm going to send you two things that I don't think I've sent you. I don't know if you will find them useful or not, but getting a little technical here. So this is the, like, raw broadcast sniffing from the park. Which, yeah, there's all sorts of stuff being sent. So, like, this one... like, this is Apple. That's half the battle. Like, this... Oh, that was a Walt Disney one. Let's go back to that. I saw it briefly. Amazon Services, Walt Disney. So, yeah, there's a CC03 being sent out of the blue here. So now that we know the source, these are all Disney messages. I think, if I remember correctly, Nate, both of these PCAP files were recorded in front of the ball, and there were not a lot of light actions during this, which was kind of a bummer. This was our very, very first recording, and it was what got us the 08 or the A301 marker, or this thing, 42, which is, yeah, the E40, whatever that number is, and it got us the. Oh, this isn't a show code. This is something else. I think. No? Is this a show code? E90... Yeah, that's a show code. That's one you just sent, I think. E90B, ironically. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 8301 right there. That's funny. But so my point is, although where's the E100 or the E200 on this? Why don't I see that? That's odd. Maybe it's buried in one of these other fields that I'm not opening properly or something. Who knows? Yeah, I know it's malformed, but why? Very curious. Yeah. In any case, feel free to look through this. So this would have been one of the ball shows early on, and you can just see like there are so many of the CC03 ones. CC03, CC03. This one has something on the end of it for some reason. CC03. It might have been an aired packet, but yeah, they're constantly sending that. So yeah, play around with it, see if it helps you out at all in what you're trying to do. But they weren't just to be clear, these were not from either of the 15-minute shows or anything like that. I've only brought the packet sniffer, the actual packet sniffer, into the park the one time, and I was only able to record the show at the front of the park. So no, that's not what I want to do.
Okay, Dragon, you've managed to survive longer than I expected, but you haven't the slightest idea what sort of dangers lie ahead of you. I suggest you grab your cat friend.
Hey, Cassandra, how's it going?
Eggs you found and hightail it back home while you still can. I'm telling you this for your own good, you know.
I mean, she seems nice enough. I don't know why we can't just be friends. We probably will be by the end of the game. But by then, she'll have done too many evil things to turn back. Or maybe she'll redeem herself by beating the final boss so Spyro doesn't have to. Just predicting the story. Oh, look, it's Dave. Dave the Diver? You might modify your app to the BLE recorder and send it to a friend and ask them to record messages in front of the ball show. I think that show has the most light output on bands just playing Minecraft. Well, that's friend and ask them to record messages in front of the ball show. So that's what I was gonna say. The ball show has like 3 or 4 codes per show. Like, that's actually the worst one. The best one, Phantasmic, by far and away. Phantasmic has codes like every 15 seconds for 24 minutes. Just playing Minecraft, nice. Paper still has not released an update. I checked again today. The nice part about Phantasmic, too, is you can just sit there. I mean, you can do that at Epcot, too, but... Getting an iPhone app to do it though, so it's not as suspicious as my ESP32. That's on my list. Should probably do that. Although I don't know how hard it would be to hear those advertising codes with an iPhone. Yeah, that's fair. I'm just saying that relatively speaking, it's not a lot of codes. Relatively speaking. But you can do it at any time of night, which is kind of nice. But both, I mean, Happily Ever After has a bunch of codes. The Epcot show, which I can't think of the name of, Symphony, something. Symphony, it's not Symphony of Us. I can't think of the name. I was just talking about it earlier today with somebody. Oh yeah, no, all the shows have codes that get updated quickly. In fact, most of them have like a lightning sequence where there's all sorts of stuff going on really fast. I should show you some of the videos I have with the dress. I don't know that it would help you with anything, but they definitely have the ability to change the code quickly if they need to. So the 30-second or 60-second lockout, I'm not sure I can explain. But yeah. Modesty, I like it. Can we do these yet? Bringing a full-size sniffer into the park, though, wasn't a lot of fun. I ended up bringing a Steam Deck, was how I did it. But I don't know how hard it would be to capture actual PCAP data with an ESP32. That might not be too hard. Get it on a Flipper Zero or something. Are you a bad guy?
I was supposed to meet Doug to go ice fishing today, but Rhinox had blocked the path. I've been trying to clear the...
He took a shot pretty well. Anything else I want to hit? I'm not sure why I want to be out here. So let's go back. That was a mistake. Am I down to 1 life now? I don't have PCAP recordings of it. Those are my only 2 PCAPs. Because like I said, I didn't bring a full-fledged Windows sniffer setup with me into any park other than Epcot. I have all the codes from Phantasmic. All of the E codes. In fact, I probably have that multiple times at this point, because that's a show I go to quite a bit, relatively speaking. But I'll add this too. The Phantasmic PCAP recording would be insane. That many devices, I would not want to sift through that. Do. Intriguing mousetrap. Can't jump on the ice. Try that again. Oh. If it's a PCAP recording, it would be really easy to filter for... Yeah, this is true. But it also means, though, that you're missing data because it gets drowned out. Although Disney likes to overpower things, so... That's why I built the thing to listen specifically for broadcast codes. Because that was all I cared about. So I don't think... I mean... I have... My listeners are all designed to listen just for E301, so I don't know that I'd be missing anything. If that makes sense. Unless Disney's sending something else, but... Oh, that's a lot of data. Not a bad idea, though. Auto crafter. Ah, that's something I haven't played around with a whole lot. Trying to automate everything. Has Smiley started doing auto crafting out of curiosity? It's part of all of Smiley's farms. No, I just got a butterfly and it didn't count. Man, I'm gonna get a game over. I am not happy about that. Egg up there. Let's go this way. Do, do, do. Okay. Trying to be a little bit more careful here, being low on lives. Interesting. That's a bummer. Sending the C number between codes change anything? We did do board games for community game night. Yep, Eloise was here. Played a number of games.
Step right up, Spyro. Behind this... I always knew you were a cultured...
Tonight is my big ice dance performance, and these hockey players are ruining it. Every time I start my routine, they come in and smack me with their sticks. Oh, I sure wish I had a partner. Someone courageous, strong, handsome, and purple, who breathes fire. Will you please help me perform my ice dance? These mean Rhinoc Thanks. Let's go.
finish. I don't know who's cheering, but...
We did it! That was my best performance ever. I guess one of the judges didn't like it, though. He threw this egg at me instead of a rose. Why don't you have it?
E904 code? We learned that Eloise is a card game risk taker and can't resist drawing again. This is true. There is some truth to that. Went to bed at 7 a.m., 7 p.m. 7 a.m. is a long time to be awake. I'd be really tired today. I am really tired today, but I wasn't up that late. Oh, there are times where they send blackout codes. And isn't E904?
My ice dancing partner in the next Olympics.
I wonder if that's a reset code. That might be it. Is there a second egg here? We have 24 hours in this game? I must have left it open. It's the only explanation. It might be. Although if that's all it was, I would have thought I would have saw it more, but maybe I did and I didn't know what to do with it. Yeah.
I have to hurry in myself.
Alright, I can probably hit this wall right here. That's not a wall. And it immediately turned off. Ah. Well, there we go. Maybe that's our reset code then, too.
I put up ice block. Ooh, by the way, feel free to use.
Do I want to go check that area out? Looks like they got a vehicle down there. Let's do it. Gotta make sure to add that to the wiki.
Oh, you shot the ice block, eh? Must be.
Beginner's luck. Oh, the gondola just takes us back to the beginning. Yeah, well, okay. There was an egg that I saw, so let's go get that egg. I don't want to leave stuff behind. It's not repeatable. That's the fun of the Magic Band testing. Repeatability is a trick. I think we gotta fly into that one. Spyro's going well. It's a nice chill Sunday game. I still think it's probably a blackout code, Nate. It might just not be picking it up. And that was the problem I ran into constantly, was the fact that it doesn't always hear the message. And I do wonder if the what you're calling a lockout isn't just the magic band not being on the frequency you're transmitting on. Like maybe it's rotating every 15 seconds or something. Which might explain why it works for a little while and then doesn't work for a little while. Which is, again, an advantage Disney has because they're sending on all 4 frequencies at once. Don't know, though. Just guessing again. Okay, do I want to fly around this place? No, let's just get out of here. We'll come back, I'm sure. I don't know. What are you using to transmit? You're using an ESP or like a microcontroller? I don't know if you can force those things to transmit on a certain frequency, but if you could try sending all the messages 4 times really fast between the different frequencies. I don't know if you can force that. An S3, okay. I have just one S3s. One S3, I think. Got like 50 C3s. And like 5 C6s. I'm a chip addict. Oh, we can get this guy out. That'd be nice.
Ah, my good friend Spyro. Ha ha! What a sucker!
That might work too. Again, I don't know how you'd force it to a channel though.
Awaiting orders, sir.
I think you'll have to find your
How'd you get
commanding
hundreds?
officer for that. Hey, what are those things?
These are the latest military hardware. DBX-9 rocket launchers, state of the art.
So why didn't you use them to escape?
Because I have limited ammo, and I wanted to conserve it for this. Say, where'd you come from? I thought dragons had all been dead for 1,000 years or something.
Well, the rumors of our extinction were slightly exaggerated. We just wanted a little peace and quiet.
Well, if it's peace and quiet you want, you should stay clear of my homeworld for a bit. I reckon I'll be blowing up Rhinox for weeks. Cheerio!
Just looking at what all they do. Yeah, you can run them off. I mean, that makes a ton of sense. It's one of the reasons why I love the ESP32s as well. They have a battery port and onboard charge controller for lithium batteries, which is nice. Or you can run them off the USB-C, in which case they just run off a normal USB-C battery. Sorry, I'm just looking at these boards. There's a lot of different varieties. I have an MSP 430 dev board too that I never did a whole lot with. I should play around with at some point. I don't know, maybe... Very cool. Do you have a preferred model design? I don't know what board, preferred dev board? I'll say it that way. Like, link me up or something if you get a chance. Because at that price point, I might have to buy a bunch for some high schoolers and play around with them. We did ESP32 C3s last year. It'd be fun to do something that I wouldn't mind them taking home.
When you see ladders or walls that look climbable.
Oh, do I just have climb? I do. Nice. So I should probably mention this now. Tomorrow night's stream is likely to be on the later side. It's very likely that I will be working late, because that's typically what happens on these Monday night shindigs. It should go pretty smoothly, I think, this year, but we shall see. Water seems dangerous. You a bad guy? A good guy?
Gate Town was mean.
It's kind of fun. Candle. Mosquito. I think. I wonder if there are names for every one of these characters. Probably. Do. I'm gonna heed those warning signs and not get in the water. Yet, anyway. I hit you. Do you want to sell me today?
Is jammed shut. You've made a wise choice. It will mean more eggs for you and more gems for me.
Guy keeps just collecting money. I'm gonna have to up my my gem game. Solar them yourself? Okay. Okay.
You are brave, dragon. Much braver than I.
It's an egg. I don't... This game feels mechanically better than Spyro 2, but I feel like I had more interest in Spyro 2. I don't know what that's about.
When all lamps are lit, there is...
Let's go ahead and do this.
This swamp smells so sweet.
We have the bombs here. We must destroy the egg cage. But we just go boom. Kangaroo. Yes, it's bombing time.
Don't entirely understand what I'm supposed to do, but... I gotta clear them before they get there.
Oh, I went boom. Yes, it's bomb.
Maybe I should read the instructions next time. Wait, could I have just cleared them all before they started? Oh, the bombs or the mushrooms count too, huh?
Ow! I went boom again. Yes, it...
Gosh.
Oh, I went boom again. Yes, it...
So the mushrooms are here to prevent me from doing it all in advance. Kind of. And I'm just not very good at it.
Ow!
Which is a one-wire protocol that you can still use as a GPIO if you want.
Mushrooms must be stomped.
The USB serial port like FTDI and a Python script. You don't need any bootloader. That's pretty cool.
Yes, it.
Do I only have to get the one on the right? Is that my problem?
Ow! I went. Yes, it's.
Wait, he went back?
Ow! I went. Yes, it's.
Gosh. So he speeds up or something.
Ow! Yes!
Keep up with me. You gotta be kidding me. Made a project where I needed a bunch of GPIOs on a teensy, and I looked at the I2C GPIO expanders, but they were $1.50, so I wrote a simple Arduino program for the AT-Tinies. Just used 8 AT-Tinies. Nice! Sounds like a fun project, whatever you're working on. What? I was right there. I was diving on it.
Ow!
Okay. Last one, hopefully.
It's bombing time. Here
Cool.
I come.
I'll check it out. I feel like I'm doing something wrong on this one. I mean, obviously I am because I'm not winning, but... Go faster. Man.
Ow.
I'm gonna get this.
Yes.
I'm committed now.
Time.
Maybe I don't have to double jump? I don't know how else to get up there, though. This one I know I don't have to double jump. Oh, pff. Faster. Oh, if I wait till the last second, can he get through?
Ow.
Is that the trick?
Yes.
Let's try that. I think he made it. That took way too much effort. Ah, it's Peggy. The youngest of the Schuyler sisters. Although I don't think that's historically true.
One egg cage remains. Will you
Sorry, it was a
help my
Hamilton
brother
reference.
To free the last egg?
I gotta do it again for your brother?
If you clear my path, I can... Yes, it's Bob.
So far, I like you better. Okay, so the first one he hits is that one? Really?
Ow! Yes.
Okay, so the middle one. This guy seems easier. Kind of a ridiculous way. So he needs the middle one as well? Okay. You can handle that.
Yes, it's...
And I think we should be good here. That guy was far easier. It's Michelle. With one L.
The eggs are all free to the ragged.
So make sure we cleared out everything. Anybody else doing anything cool this evening? Or hot? Or just exciting? Y'all just chilling? Waiting for the week to start? Miles better than Brothership? Nice. Did you beat Brothership then? Or did you just call it quits because you stepped away from it for too long?
With all lamps are lit.
That's cool though. I don't know what I'm gonna play after Spyro. I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe Minecraft will be up and running by then. Probably not though. Maybe go back to Skyward Sword. Try to make progress in that game. Maybe make a Roblox game like Eloise wanted me to do. She wanted to do that tonight, but oh man, she was tired. Ooh, cutscene.
Oh, well, shoot. Fiddly-fo, grow! Gabling-gablo, goodbye!
Killer Bunny. Save her, Spyro.
Help her. You're kidding, right? She nearly toasted you. Yeah, but she was aiming at you. That's it.
He actually did something.
Thanks.
No problem. It's a good thing for you Hunter was around.
I can look after myself.
Oh, sure you can.
Would you like me to show you?
Out of magic, huh? How about I give you a jump start?
I'll deal with you later.
Hey, why'd you have to scare her off?
You know, it seems, well, let's find one more thing to do here. Wait, was there a level in here that we just ignored? There was. Interesting. Doot 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 doot.
I have to train the hummingbirds. They must be in peak physical condition if we're going to take on the sorceress.
Train the hummingbirds. Okay.
Sir, the situation is this. Yesterday, at 1845 hours, the Rhinox invaded. We defended as best we could, sir. But without your leadership, we couldn't put up an effective resistance. By 1900 hours, the rest of the squad was captured, and the Rhinox had complete control of the base.
Oh no. Took him 15 minutes. 645 to 1900. That's 7, right? So I don't have a charge attack. What's that attack? Do have ammo though.
Thank you, sir.
That looks like the exit. Feeling lost. Oh, I can fly. There we go. Is he an iPhone or an Android person? Because you won't be able to get... What are you trying to get a recording of? I guess would be the first question. I'm just trying to think, what don't I have? Sure. Well, here, let me just check. Hold on a sec.
Enemy rations. They won't march far on empty stomachs.
Let's see. Raw recordings. Magic Kingdom, Epcot. That's a bunch of raw stuff that's not labeled. Dress receiver. What is this? That's code. Yeah, I don't have the right laptop. Or I don't have all of my data here. I'll check later tonight. I'll pull out my other laptop, which has all the recordings that I've done. And I should have multiple Phantasmic recordings. One as recently as November. Or, no, just 2 weeks ago, March. I really should start paying attention to those messages. Well, that was cool. I don't know. Maybe I need to learn to use the buttons. Oh, maybe I can lift this. I see. I like the downward camera. That's kind of nice. A lot of video games forget about doing that. Where's the other weight? I know I saw one. Oh, it's up here. NRF Connect app seems to let you record RSSI levels, but it doesn't record broadcast data like manufacturer codes. Oh, you mean like, is that like a built-in app on Droid or something like that? I'm not familiar with that app, at least not offhand. On iOS. Yeah, so I have yet to find something on iOS that does that, and in fact that was actually going to be when I was thinking about creating the app to do it myself, to record it. You got it to show you a broadcast code in real time, because one of the problems that I was worried about was that iOS's framework was going to get in the way, and the fact that those broadcast codes are all technically out of spec. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. But you can see all of them, huh? Well, then building a recording app should be smooth. If somebody else is already doing it. See, I could never get it to show me the Disney broadcast codes. I can see services and stuff out there, but how did you get it to show an actual broadcast code? Like a Disney light show code? I never got that to work in Light Blue or any other app. But you're saying you did.
Mission accomplished. It's great to have you.
Curious. I only see characteristics. I mean, I got Light Blue still installed here. Give me a moment. So you're on the, I assume, the peripheral tab, right? Or where were you? Where's my wand? Is this the right wand? That is not the right wand. That is not the right wand. How many of these wands do I have that are not the right wand? How is that possible? Hold on a sec. Yes, I can see the magic bands. That I've been able to do. And then you can see the characteristics and all that fun stuff. Where's my wand? It's like the one thing that should be down here. Ugh. It's going to be like right in front of me and I'm just not seeing it. Or it's possibly still packed from the last time I went to Disney? That doesn't sound right though. Oh, wait, I don't need a wand. I can just use... You can see the 07 or 0171 code from the Magic Bands. What are you... I don't know that I can. Hold on. I'm pulling up... Oh, yes. The manufacturer data 071, 0413. Yes, that I can see. Hold on. I'm going to try something. Visual... I can transmit it from in here. Visual Studio 2022. Oh, is that... Like, you just see it as a serial number? As long as it continues to transmit, you can see the last code transmitted? Is that what you're saying? I'm testing this right now. Send code. Error success. Okay, so something is transmitting in my house at this point. It should have a fairly strong signal. It's not my Apple Watch. It's not that. It could be this. Nope. Yeah, so those I can see, but how are you getting how are you getting the broadcasts that you're sending? How are you getting that data? That's an interesting string. I should look around at everything around me. What is that? Oh yeah, there it is. Cool. I didn't know I could see it there. I can see it though, yeah. I don't think this would work very well in Disney. Not to mention it's not logging. But at least I don't think it's logging. Can you get it to log those advertisements? So you open light blue in Disney World, and it just goes on forever. Forever and ever and ever. Did I die? Gosh. Did it cost me a life? Probably did.
So, we need to rescue the rest of the squad.
Well, what I would say is, if time allows this week, I might attempt to make a recorder. What is this? Okay. Stronger bombs is what it is. Seems to be a waste of bombs, though. Do. I tried giving my broadcaster name. I know how to do that. I know it's just like renaming the magic bands or whatever, right? But in Disney, that stuff goes by so fast and there's so many. But yeah, it probably would help, at least if you got them named. That's where we started. Really don't know what I'm supposed to do with this live ammunition I've got here. There's a room right here that we haven't gotten into yet. Seems like the wrong way to go to get there, but we'll try. Yep, we've been here. Is there a door? We flew up here that we missed? Let's get over here where it's safer. Doesn't look like we missed anything in there. It was just to the... No, it was to the right of this room, wasn't it? Yeah, it was like over this door. Oh, I made a hole. Random bad guys living down in a hole. No suspension of disbelief there.
Before I was...
There we go. We helped Roy.
I'm ready to be debriefed, sir.
We bust our way out of here now. Only 83%, but I think that's good enough. I don't really care about the gems, so let's get out of here. Well, yeah, it's nice to know that I can get them out that way now. The code's out that way, but I'll take the logger any day just because the logger will catch hundreds of codes and log them all for me and all that fun stuff. But yeah, if we can get it into an iPhone app to simulate the magic band, it's not a bad idea. But I can send you the Phantasmic codes. I'll pull out everything I've got and get it to you here shortly. I just got to fire up a different computer. Okay, I think we made good progress tonight. We got like, what, 20 eggs? I don't even know. It was a good number. What percentage are we at? And that was with all the distractions that we were doing. 23%, not too bad. I'll take it. So, yeah, we will be back tomorrow, probably late, probably for Spyro. We'll see what happens. Unless I stream from the school, but I doubt I'll be doing that. So, wishing me luck. Hopefully I get healthier, not less healthy between now and tomorrow, because otherwise tomorrow's really not going to be fun. So, with that, stay healthy. I mean it. Stay safe, and until next trip, see ya.